Cancer, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late January 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business. As always, let's start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Cancerians out there. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic. Let's shuffle it up one time for you, my friends. See what's going on. Talk to me, my guides. What do we got? Yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. What's up with Cancer, please? And thank you. All right, that came out quick. So we do have the Fool card showing up here, my friends, which is always a good way to start. I love starting a reading with the Fool. And we'll talk about it. Yes, this is an oracle deck, but there's a lot of little signifiers that link those cards. Before we start peeling back the layers, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the card. Here we have our friend. So the reason I link this to the Fool card is, of course, she looks like a jester. But if you look closer, there's 3 versions of the Fool card underneath from the author of this deck. So we think of things that link in with the Fool. Of course, this could represent a prominent Aries in your life. But when I see the Fool, I think of action, I think of movement, somebody who's about to start a brand new journey or path. A lot of you could be in that stage in your life of change, metamorphosis. Something big, something new could be right on the horizon. Now, there's always a little warning attached to the Fool about not doing anything too spontaneous, watching out for hazards around you, of course. But this is a very promising, jovial, happy type of card. And I like to start the reading with it. So we're just going to place the Fool right over here. And we're going to get into tarot now. I'll get you 3 in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff going. Let's shuffle it up for you. What do we got for the Cancerians, please? And with that first card, I always say it doesn't make or break it. You know, it's a little footnote for us. So, last week's reading, it was titled, It's Game Over. So there could have been something you were going through that you were just completely over it, whether that's a person, a way a person's been acting, a situation in general. I was getting the vibe of somebody getting a little fed up with things. So we're going to see what we have for you this week. We're going to try to keep it light and optimistic as always. But as you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. Only take this how it hits for you. There's a lot of Cancerians out there. But let's get 3 cards. And everyone has different placements in their chart. Always remember your moon, rising, Venus, Mercury. We got them all. So we do have communication showing up here. Wow. Okay, so we have a card of communication with the Page of Pentacles, and Judgment came out with it. They're like attached at the hip here. So I find that interesting, the way these cards popped out of the deck. We'll talk about it though. Action. So with the Fool card, with the Messenger of the Page, and there's like so much movement and action here already, Cancer. A lot of moving parts. Let's get one more card. Very interesting. And the change, metamorphosis, cycles. Wow, 10 of Pentacles on the back end. So this is great. On first glance, like I really don't want to get too far ahead of myself, because I know sometimes when I clarify that could flip the message on its head, but these energies are looking real good, Cancer, especially the fact that there's a major arcana here and then double Pentacles. A lot of you really could have your mind on your money, money on your mind, right? You could be thinking about those coins, those pentacles, earthy things like work, tasks, you know, increasing your money, influxes of it. This could all be good, but let's go through. I'll give you these classical meanings before we get the intuitive stuff. So in position number 1, the Page of Pentacles, that could represent an earth sign in your life or even somebody younger. Pages are linked with children sometimes, but all pages are students. All pages are messengers. I say it with every single page. This one is a bit of a bookworm. Out of all of them, this one is like very studious. So a lot of you could be trying to learn new things. You might have your head in books here. When the Page of Pentacles shows up, not a bad card whatsoever. This is one of the cards of written message. So we think of like text messages, email, things like that. So with this Page of Pentacles, if you're not trying to learn something new, if you're not in a new stage of life, this could be some sort of talk or conversation. We'll want to see what's up. Now, moving to the middle, it's interesting how this energy is flowing through the forecast, because we have Judgment. Now, that could literally be decision making. I've been picking that up through a lot of the signs this week. A lot of people could be at a fork in the road, make or break time, make a choice. Of course, this could be it. But when I see Judgment, to me, it's more of, it is karmic in nature as well, so it could represent karmic cycles and stuff like that. But this is a transformative card. It's Plutonian in nature. So we think of transformation, change, all right? It is also one of the most powerful action-based cards. A lot of you, there could be heavy movement in life right now. A lot of moving parts here. And I'm not saying that to like strike fear or anything like that. A lot of you, this could be good changes coming in for you. All right, good metamorphosis. And sometimes it's hard, right? Like when we're going through changes in life, they could be difficult, right? It's a time of pressure. But moving to the back end, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Lovely. This is a card that's the prototypical happy ending. This could represent having it all at the end of the day, right? This could represent the home. This could represent the family unit. So when we see this, when we clarify it, it could be very, very important here. And this is one of the bigger cards of money coming in, monetary influx. So a lot of you, there could be some good monetary or work things like right on the horizon for you here. But the way all this energy is flowing here, a lot of you could be receiving some good news here, like with the Page, Judgment, like there might be some sort of news or conversation that changes the game. I don't want to go too deep into it yet before we clarify, but let's do that now. Let's dive deeper and clarify. All right, so we're going to get one good shuffle here just to reset the cards, see what's going on for the Cancerians. I'm liking the energy so far. What do we got for Cancer, please? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with that Page of Pentacles. And if you're a reader yourself or you're just trying to learn, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here, so you could see these adorable cards. If you feel any messages you want to give to the Cancerians, you could drop it down below. I don't mind at all. All right, Page of Pentacles. Why is this page here? And a couple of weeks ago, you had talk and communication involved. Yeah, watch out for this. This is something you might want to watch out for. And once again, this is the same energy from a couple of weeks ago. It might be rearing its head again. We have the Five of Swords, very common card across all the zodiac signs this week. It's a conflict type card, so absolutely watch out for verbal altercations, verbal conflict. That could be on the table for some of you. I'm thinking arguments, stuff like that. If you're linked to anybody that's a little self-centered, if you're linked to anybody that is narcissistic in nature, beware of that as well. But I'm getting the energy of somebody trying to get the upper hand, right? So there might be somebody trying to like get an upper hand on you in some sort of way, like maybe trying to do some fact finding about you. Even if you don't see it, this could be somebody like snooping, trying to get facts about you. I don't want to dive too deep into any fear-based things, of course, but that's just the energy it's giving me. So beware of altercations, conflicts, arguments, very volatile energy right here on the front end. You might just be having them back and forth with an earth sign for some of you, but it is giving me that little vibe of somebody trying to do some like fact finding or trying to gain the upper hand. Let's keep moving, okay? So yes, this could be some harsh words. That doesn't have to ruin the whole reading, but it's something to beware of, okay? Let's see what's up with that Judgment card. Some of you might be very strict and stern in your ways, especially with the energy I was seeing last week of being over something. Some of you might tell somebody off as well. Let's see what's up with Judgment. All right, where's Judgment here? Thank you. All right. Nine of Swords under Judgment. I'm getting a vibe here of somebody who like knows what they have to do, but they're not happy about it. Interesting stuff. Absolutely watch out for anything spiritual or paranormal in this time, because you might be extra tapped in. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are having a lot of paranormal experiences in this time, seeing things out of your eyes, a corner of your eyes and things like that. Hopefully you're not having sleep issues, but this is somebody that could be a little nervous. I'm getting several main messages. Of course, the paranormal thing, but there might be someone you're linked to that is very anxious, very nervous. Like with this change-based energy and Nine of Swords, it's somebody that they're not happy about the changes that are happening, or they're not happy about the changes that are coming their way. Okay, there is somebody who's not happy about this karmic cycle closing for whatever reason. Okay, I'm going to show it to you. And for some of you, you might know what you have to do, and you don't like it. Okay. take that for what it's worth. But this is someone that knows they have to do something, make a decision or a choice, and they're not happy about it. Let's just keep moving. Let's see what's up with the Ten of Pentacles. Because even though we're picking up some of this roughness on the back end of the reading, I still like the positivity we had, but there are some things to keep an eye on for sure. Let's see what's up with the Ten of Pentacles, then we'll do a quick recap. Notice that we're getting a lot of sword energy along the bottom, the thought, the communication. So let's see why that Ten of Pentacles is here. All right, thank you. Yeah, this is good. We have the Strength card. So regardless of the rough times you're going through right now, this could be like a little pat on the back from Spirit. Like, we're watching out for you. We got you. Even if you're not going through the best time right now, you just got to stay strong. We have the Strength card in the upright under the Ten of Pentacles. So I do feel some blessings coming towards you, and you should claim these energies for sure, because not everybody's life goes silky smooth. It's never a cakewalk for anybody in any station of life. We're all going to go through trials and tribulations, but with the Ten of Pentacles and the Strength card, that inner peace, the inner love, the strength of character that we're seeing there. For some of you, it could be a link with Leo, of course, that could bring some fruitfulness in. But when I see that Ten of Pentacles with the Strength card, it's more reiteration from Spirit that, listen, even if things aren't ideal now, it doesn't mean that they won't be forever, right? Like, things will change, things will improve, things will get better. You just keep it moving, right? Don't get stuck. Don't be stuck in the past. Don't be stuck in the present too long. Just keep moving forward, right? This feels, because I still feel some sort of payoff here on the back end, all right? Something paying off for you, and it's good. I like that we're still getting positivity on the end of this spread, and I would claim that energy. But let's go through and do a quick recap, because we do have a little bit of choppiness here, Cancer. Let's talk about it before we get into the Shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Page of Pentacles with the Five of Swords in the upright. Like I was saying, watch out for arguments, back and forths, altercations, like people not being too happy with each other. This could be arguments. This could even be you telling somebody off as well. Another vibe I was picking up was somebody possibly trying to gain the upper hand on another person or do some fact finding, so watch out for that. In the center, we have Judgment and the Nine of Swords in the upright. Maybe there's something you have to do and you're not happy about having to do it, okay? Like, I know what I have to do, I just don't want to. Another vibe I was picking up here is somebody very, very nervous, very, very anxious about whatever cycle is closing out, whatever it is they're going through, okay? Or maybe they're stressing a decision like, all right, yeah, I'm gone, or one of those. On the back end, we have the Ten of Pentacles with Strength, and this tells me regardless of all this stress and all this stuff happening in the front and the change, because there's a lot of change here, everything will be okay. This is the energy of things paying off in the end. Have that strength of character, have that determination, and keep pushing. Don't get dragged up in the past. Don't stay stuck in the present. Keep pushing forward, and those payoffs and blessings can come in. Let's get you one Shadow card. And another interesting thing I was getting while we shuffle up the Shadow deck is that a lot of you could be extra susceptible to the paranormal in this time. And I know as water signs, we're more in tune with those things. I mean, I have like major water sign placements. I totally get it. But a lot of you, it could be a little amped up in this time. Let's get one Shadow card. What's in the shadows for the Cancerians, please? Still using the Shadowland Tarot for this portion. Thank you. Okay, we do have the High Priestess, so talk about the unseen, right? Just like the paranormal, she is one of those cards as well. She is the matron of psychics, intuitives, tarot readers. Whenever I see her in the shadows, I say watch out for any sort of dark spirituality, of course. Do some spiritual cleansing. Make sure you are protected energetically, because your empathy could be extra heightened in this time. Know that the things you might be feeling, if you're nervous, if you're anxious, it could be from outside influences. It could be other people affecting your energy. And I'm not saying on purpose, but just know this High Priestess energy is that always follow your gut, always follow your intuition when she shows up as well. Okay, she is generally a card of balance, right? But she is super etheric. Okay, so just know that there's a lot of unseen forces around the Cancerian collective that could be affecting you, okay? And just keep the spirituality clean if possible. So Cancer, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the January subscriber surprise. For the January subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful adorable Smith Tiny Tarot. This is the deck I used in this week's readings. So if you'd like to get your hands on this, it's two simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which one of the cards from this week's readings you thought was most adorable. Which one do you like the best? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab at random. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.